Wake me gently, dress me right, pin the silver, hold me tight. Someone chose the words I'll say, someone planned my face today. Breakfast waiting, curtains drawn, another perfect little dawn. They ask me how I slept last night. I say just fine and sit upright. Chin up, shoulders back, never let the porcelain crack. Count to 3, don't make a sound. There are always eyes around. Smile for the portrait, stand where they want me. Wear the family name like it never gets heavy. Smile for the portrait, don't let them notice I'm the girl in the frame, but the frame is closing. Smile for the portrait. Smile, smile, smile. I can hate every second and still do it in style. Another banquet, another chair, another room of practice stairs. They talk about the life I'll lead, as if I'm not there to disagree. Every answer must be sweet, every heartbeat must be neat. I'd like to miss one grand parade and sleep until the plans all fade. Chin up, shoulders back, never let the porcelain crack. Count to 3, don't make a sound. There are always eyes around. Smile for the portrait, stand where they want me. Wear the family name like it never gets heavy. Smile for the portrait, don't let them notice I'm the girl in the frame, but the frame is closing. Smile for the portrait. Smile, smile, smile. I can hate every second and still do it in style. No, I don't want your pity. The palace is still pretty. The crown looks good in candlelight. It just keeps me awake at night. I'll wear it, I'll behave, I'll give them what they came to see. But when they ask who I will be, that answer belongs to me. Smile for the portrait, stand where they want me. Wear the family name, but it won't always own me. Smile for the portrait, let them believe it. I can play every part without becoming it. Smile for the portrait. Smile, smile, smile. I can carry the kingdom and still make it mine. Hold still, look straight, perfect posture, perfect face. Take the picture, let it shine. The crown is theirs, the life is mine. They chose the flowers for the hall. They chose the hour, chose it all. They chose the dress, the guest, the seat, even how I cross my feet. There's a meeting down the stairs about my future, I'm not there. They say it's all for what comes next, then hand me notes I never read. I know the names, I know the rules, I know exactly when to nod. It's strange how everyone knows best when no one ever asks at all. Nobody asked the air, nobody thought to care. They planned my whole life beautifully, then left me out of every scene. Nobody asked the air, but everybody's always there. portraits line the wall. They all look calm, they all look tall. I wonder if behind those eyes they hated all the same advice. Be gracious, dear, be still, be kind. 100 hands adjust my life. They speak in soft and careful tones, as if I'm glass, as if I'm stone. I know the names, I know the rules, I know exactly when to nod. It's strange how everyone knows best when no one ever asked at all. I smile and look away. Maybe I don't want to run. Maybe I just want one choice. Maybe I could love this place if I could hear my own voice. Keep the marble, keep the gold, keep the stories I was told. But next time that you plan my life, at least invite me to the room. Nobody has the air, so now I'm answering anyway. You can keep the perfect ceremony, I'll decide what stays. Nobody has the air, now everybody better hear. I'll wear the name they gave to me, but the future answers here. Another meeting, another chair, another plan. Nobody asked, so I will speak before they can. They polished every silver plate. They moved the dinner up to 8. They changed the flowers twice today, and somehow I'm the one delayed. A tailor waits outside my door. 3 advisors pace the floor. They say the kingdom needs my face. I say the kingdom needs some space. Stand straight, breathe slow, don't let anybody know. One smile, one wave, another perfect day to save. The crown gives me headaches, but everyone says it looks divine. The crown gives me headaches, still they place it on me right on time. Gold shines beautifully when it isn't yours to carry. The crown gives me headaches, but I wear it like it's fine. They ask me who I plan to meet, then choose the person and the seat. They ask me what I think is best, then hand me someone else's text. The ballroom glows, the music plays. I count the minutes, count the days. They call it duty, call it grace. I call it smiling in one place. Stand straight, breathe slow, don't let anybody know. One smile, one wave, another perfect role to play. The crown gives me headaches, but everyone says it looks divine. The crown gives me headaches, still they place it on me right on time. Gold shines beautifully like it's fine. No, I don't hate the palace, I just hate the schedule. I don't hate the future, I just wanna choose a little. Let them keep the speeches, let them keep the praise. I would trade one royal banquet for one quiet, ordinary day. The crown gives me headaches, but I'm learning how to make it mine. The crown gives me headaches, still I'll wear it when I decide. Gold shines differently when I choose the weight I carry. The crown gives me headaches, but the future will be mine. Take the pins out, close the door. No more smiling, not tonight. I greet the council. 10 o'clock, I bless the garden. 11, wave from the balcony. By noon, pretend I'm never tired. Lunch with people twice my age. Smile politely, turn the page. Every minute has a purpose. Every breath is rearranged. Stand here, speak softly. Don't look bored, look lovely. Keep calm, stay bright, be perfect, right on time. I'm scheduled to be gracious from morning until night. Scheduled to be charming, scheduled to be right. Scheduled to be patient while everybody plans my life. I'd love to lose my manners, but there's no opening tonight. 3 o'clock, another portrait. 4 o'clock, a formal fitting. 5 o'clock, rehearse the speech they wrote before I had an opinion. Dinner starts exactly 7. Every fork must face the same. They call this royal discipline. I call it beautifully arranged pain. Stand here, speak softly. Don't look bored, look lovely. Keep calm, stay bright, be perfect, right on time. I'm scheduled to be gracious from morning until night. Scheduled to be charming, scheduled to be right. Scheduled to be patient while everybody plans my life. I'd love to lose my manners, but there's no opening tonight. Could someone pencil in a breakdown? Maybe Tuesday after 3. Just a small and tasteful crisis. Nothing loud or hard to clean. Move the banquet, cancel Thursday. Leave one evening undefined. I don't need to leave the palace, I just need 1 hour that's mine. I'm scheduled to be gracious, but I'm changing things tonight. Scheduled to be charming, now I'll choose when I'm polite. Cancel all the patience, clear the future from the line. I'll still wear the royal title, but the calendar is mine. No appointments, hallway finally lost its sound. The servants put the candles out. My name is sleeping on the door. I don't want to wear it anymore. The dress is hanging by the bed. The pins are scattered where they fell. Tomorrow I'll be what they need, but tonight, could I just be me? No titles, no eyes, no perfect little alibis, no posture, no light. Can I disappear tonight? Can I be nobody tonight? No family name, no future to decide. Can I walk outside without the whole world watching? Can I make one mistake and leave it behind? Can I be nobody tonight? Just a girl with nowhere she has to arrive. Tomorrow I'll return and wear the weight politely. But can I be nobody tonight? I wonder how the city feels when every window isn't sealed. Do people dance without a plan? Do they fall in love without permission? I buy a coffee, miss a train, get caught outside beneath the rain. No guards behind me, no parade, no one remembering my face. No titles, no eyes, no careful words, no practice lies, no duties, no light. Can I disappear tonight? Can I be nobody tonight? No family name, no future to decide. Can I walk outside without the whole world watching? Can I make one mistake and leave it behind? Can I be nobody tonight? Just a girl with nowhere she has to arrive. Tomorrow I'll return and wear the weight politely. But can I be nobody tonight? I don't want another kingdom. I don't want to run away. I just want a single evening that no historian can name. Let the portraits keep on staring. Let the palace think I'm fine. I'll be everything tomorrow. Just don't ask me to tonight. Let me be nobody tonight. No perfect answer waiting in my eyes. Let me breathe without becoming someone's symbol. Let me own one moment of my life. Let me be nobody tonight. Just a girl beneath an ordinary sky. Tomorrow I'll return and wear the crown politely. But tonight, this silence is mine. No crown, no name, no one here to entertain. Close the door, turn out the light. I am nobody tonight. Every room goes quiet the second that I walk inside. Every face remembers exactly how I'm meant to smile. They know the year I was born. They know the jewels that I wear. They know the shape of my future, but never ask if I'm scared. They bow, they stare, they say they'll always be there. So why, somehow, do I still feel alone now? Everyone knows my name, but nobody knows me. They memorize the portrait, then call it company. finds me. Every hallway carries 100 versions of my face. Every conversation stops before it reaches something real. They tell me I'm admired. They tell me I'm so lucky. They say the whole world loves me, but love should feel less empty. They bow, they stare, they say they'll always be there. So why, somehow, do I still feel alone now? Everyone knows my name, but nobody knows me. They memorize the portrait, then call it company. Everyone knows my name, they whisper it softly. 1,000 people see me, and somehow no one finds me. Don't ask about the kingdom, don't ask what dress I chose. Ask me what I dream about when every curtain closes. Don't praise the way I carry the weight they gave to me. Just sit beside me quietly and let me simply be. Everyone knows my name, but maybe someday someone will look beyond the title and stay when nothing's shining. Everyone knows my name, but names are never enough. I don't need another admirer, I need someone I can trust. Say my name and let it go. Say and let it go. Stay a while and know me slow. They left the pages by my door, every word approved before, every promise neatly pressed, every answer safely dressed. Speak of duty, speak of grace, keep the feeling from your face. I read the final line twice through, then crossed it out and wrote the truth. They'll raise the curtain, call my name, expect the ending to stay the same. I changed the speech right before the ceremony, kept the dress but cut the pre-apologies. I changed the speech, now the room is listening. They gave me words, but the voice belongs to me. I changed the speech, I changed the speech. They planned the moment perfectly, except for me. The council watches from the side, every smile is stretched too wide. Someone whispers, stick to plan. I lift my eyes and start again. I speak of choices, speak of doubt, say the things they edited out. The chandeliers still shine the same, but something shifts beneath my name. They'll hold their breath now, let them wait. I'm done rehearsing someone else's fate. I changed the speech right before the ceremony, kept the dress but cut the pre-apology. planned the moment perfectly, except for me. No broken windows, no dramatic escape. I only moved one sentence and changed the shape of fate. No crown thrown down, no palace set on fire. I simply said what I wanted and watched the room go quiet. I changed the speech, now the future sounds different. Kept the name, but changed the meaning underneath. I changed the speech, and I meant every word of it. They gave me power, now they're learning what it means. I changed the speech, I changed the speech. They planned the moment perfectly and finally included me. Fold the pages, close the door. Tomorrow I'll change more. They thought I'd stay behind the glass, smile until the evening passed. The banquet carried on inside, while I slipped quietly out of sight. No carriage waiting at the gate, no grand escape, no change of fate. I only wanted air that night, without a room arranged just right. No guards, no crowd, no one telling me what's allowed. One step, then two, the garden opened into blue. I left through the garden, no one saw me go. The palace kept on shining like it didn't even know. I left through the garden just to hear my own steps. For one quiet hour I belonged to no one else. The statues didn't bow or stare, the roses didn't seem to care. The moon had no prepared advice, it only made the marble white. I walked beyond the fountain line, where every path was undefined. For once I didn't need to know exactly where I had to go. No speech, no name, no one waiting to explain. One breath, then two, the night was wide enough to choose. I left through the garden, no one saw me go. The palace kept on shining like it didn't even know. I left through the garden just to hear my own steps. For one quiet hour I belonged to no one else. I wasn't running from the crown, I only set it gently down. I knew I'd wear it once again, but not before the evening ends. Let them search the eastern hall, let them wonder where I've gone. I'll return before the morning, with a little more of me still on. I left through the garden, and the whole night opened wide. The be waiting there. Dum 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 da 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 da. The clock was striking 10:30. They said I should be back by then. The east wing doors were closing slow. I watched them close and didn't go. My shoes were wet, my hair undone. I hadn't had this much fun. No speech prepared, no perfect line. Just one whole evening that was mine. They'll call it careless, call it wrong. I call it staying out too long. I missed curfew on purpose. Let the whole palace wait. I knew exactly where I should be and chose to be late. I missed curfew on purpose. No apology tonight. For once the clock belonged to me, and I liked watching it pass by. The guards looked nervous at the gate. The council looked prepared to faint. Someone asked where I had been. I said, outside, and walked right in. They fixed my collar, checked my face, tried to put me back in place. But all the rules felt smaller now after one night without them around. They'll call it reckless, call it strange. I call it making one small change. I missed curfew on purpose. Let the whole palace wait. I knew exactly where I should be and chose to be late. I missed curfew on purpose. No apology tonight. For once the clock belonged to me, and I liked watching it pass by. No revolution, no dramatic scene. I only kept the evening they had scheduled without me. No broken promise, no kingdom fell apart. The only thing that changed tonight was who decided when I'd I missed curfew on purpose, and tomorrow I might again. You can keep your perfect timing. I'll decide where mine begins. I missed curfew on purpose. Let them whisper, let them stare. For once I came back to the palace because I chose to return there. Lock the doors, dim the light. I was late, and I was right. Same corridor, same chandelier, same polished floor beneath my heels. Same family portraits on the wall, but I don't feel so small at all. They fasten silver at my chest. They say I've never looked my best. Maybe nothing here has changed. Maybe I'm the thing that did. Chin up, stand tall, but this time I chose it all. One breath, one step, no more asking what comes next. The crown fits differently now. It doesn't I'm from without becoming what it was. Chin up, stand tall, now I'm not afraid at all. One breath, one word, let the whole room hear. The crown fits differently now. It doesn't press me to the ground. I wear the weight, I keep the name, but I decide what both become. The crown fits differently now. I finally know what power means. It isn't being what they wanted, it's choosing who I'm going to be. I kept the dress, I kept the halls, I kept the name above the doors. But every rule that made me smaller doesn't live here anymore. I'm not the portrait, I'm not the plan, I'm not the future in their hands. I am the voice inside the palace, finally saying who I am. The crown fits differently now. I lift my head and own it all. Not because they placed it on me, but because I choose to let it